Friends, it's been 3 or 4 days since I've been back in Singapore. I think I've slept 3 nights in my bed, and I had pretty good night of sleep last night, so I'm feeling a bit better. I still need to drink more coffee, hydrate, and all those things. But I'm ready to start thinking about getting back into work, writing. And one of the things I was thinking is that I have a whole bunch of essay ideas that I want to get out. And probably the fastest way to get them out is to either do Twitter threads about them or YouTube videos about them. And I might as well do YouTube videos because something about writing is just a little bit tiring to me, because I guess I have very high standards and I should lower my standards, but I don't even feel like writing right now. Or when I was getting my coffee, I felt like I had to make a video, so let's just make the video. One of the concepts that I care about is what I call the royal touch. When I was doing a podcast with a friend in New York, he was saying, oh, you should totally write about this thing that you've spoken about a couple of times called the royal touch. What is the royal touch? So, in the past, and my perspective or my view is that this is still true, but in the past, people used to, bring their sick babies or bring their whatever. They would want royalty to lay hands on their kids, like to touch them, like to bless them, right? To give them the royal touch. And they believed that this would be good in some way. It might heal their sickness, it blesses them, it gives them strength, courage, valor, whatever. And I believe this actually kind of works, and not necessarily in terms of like a metaphysical, it realigns your chakras or I don't know about chakras. I don't know what they're based on. There seems to be something going on there that we may not fully understand. But I don't believe there's like some magical plane or something outside of. I don't even need to. I don't feel it's necessary for me to explain the degree to which I believe, the degree to which I think or not think about ideas that may or may not have evidence. Right, but what I do think is there are some things that I think we can verify, and the verifiable things are things like the influence of status on people, right? So when someone attractive, right, someone that you would be interested in who is attractive, and even if you are not personally interested in them, but you know that everyone else thinks they're attractive, and they have an interest in you, that has people get a rise out of that. They're like, ooh, that's nice, that's cool, I feel good, right? And that sort of ego boost, right, and even that phrase is interesting. What does it mean to have an ego boost? It can be good for your health. I think there's this study of monkeys. I'm not sure if it's like the Primates memoir or in Gossip, Grooming and the Evolution of Language by Robin Dunbar, where they just talk about how like low status monkeys have health problems because they're anxious and they're stressed, and they have all these chronic like issues, and they have trouble reproducing, like if you're stressed. So it's like being high status is good for your health, it's good for your stress levels. I mean, okay, it's complex, there's multiple layers to it, but like increasing your status, there's a reason people want to increase their status, and it's not just that we are idiots. There are legitimate gains to be had from increasing one's status, and it improves your survivability rate potentially. I don't know, but I'm going in circles. The point is, and in modern parlance, we might say things like "senpai notice me," right? Like in the anime, Japanese, weeb culture. Is that the right way of framing it? Just this idea of just wanting to be noticed by someone famous or popular. People still do that with celebrities, right? People still want celebrities to please reply to me. I'm gonna make a video saying Mr. Beast or PewDiePie 10,000 times until someone notices me, and I'm gonna reply every day until someone notices me. Like, these are things that people do because they feel something, they feel a kind of deep validation when a representative of their I don't know if I want to say ideology, but they have this story in their minds, which, and also in reality, it's not just in their minds, but like there's the story, and they are representatives of the story. The kings, the leaders, it could be your church leader in church. It could be the person in the most follower count in your Twitter circle. It could be a bunch of things. It could be the author of a book that you like, whatever, right? Like people hope and want that interaction. There's this essay by Mark Twain called "Does the Race of Man Love a Lord?" And he was saying that basically, I have a Twitter thread about it, and basically he says that it can't seem to be helped, like that people are status conscious, and that even people who dislike kings and authorities like to associate with them and demonstrate their association with them, even if it's a negative association, right? So it's still kind of like a relevance and value. I'm sleeping. What am I trying to say? Why do I want to write the Royal Touch essay? Well, I guess I want people to be more savvy about the nature of status. I don't think that this is gonna go away, and I don't think it helps to pretend that it's gone away. I think we want to be, or I want to be, and I want people to be self-aware and collectively aware of the machinations of status, right? And approval seeking and validation seeking. I don't think those are bad things. I think that they're human things. And the issue with status goals and stuff is never that you have aspirations. It's never what you have, but how you pursue it. So it's pursuing it in like this grabby, desperate way. And some people try to game it and hack it. And the whole point of the Royal Touch and how Royal Touch works, I think, is that the king or the boss or the famous person or whatever, they are the conduit for the status economy or the honor economy of their people. And so I always tell the story about like Arnold Schwarzenegger, the bodybuilder, celebrity, movie star. Whenever he posts on the subreddit R Bodybuilding, he basically functions as the king of R Bodybuilding. And when he offers encouragement to someone, it's like you're receiving encouragement from the entire community because he's the king, right? And so I have much to say about kings and monarchs and status switchboard operators and how I think that should be handled artfully. And I'm just gonna end this video here and go up and do some writing. But yeah, that's Royal Touch Part 1, notes, something. Hope you guys are well. Then let me know any questions, thoughts, blah blah blah.